Shabbat Shalom. Everybody come on up. Well, come on up close. We're going to begin our Shabbat morning service. Up close, everybody. Come join me up here. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, bim bam, bim 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 bam. Bim 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 bam, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, everybody. It's so good to see all of you. I hope that you have one of our Torah time Sidurim, our prayer books. If you don't, they're up on that table right back there. And I'd like to invite you to open that prayer book up to the very first page where you see the sun coming up. See that picture of the sun coming up? That's a picture for our first morning prayer to say thank you, God, for this new day, which goes like this. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shehechezarta bi nishmati bechemla Rabba emunatecha Rabba emunatecha. Let's do that again. Modeh ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shehechezarta bi nishmati bechemla Rabba emunatecha Rabba emunatecha Rabba emunatecha. I also want to say hello to people who are watching online. If you're watching our Shabbat morning service online, hello, all of you. Glad that you are praying with us. Let's turn in that prayer book to the next page where you'll see some gates. See the gates there? We call those the gates of prayer. Hold on one second. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. There we go. And we say that at the beginning of the worship service, we're going through these gates of prayer. But they're not gates you walk through. They're gates you send your mind through. Like, I'm going to someplace different. And how do you do it? Well, I want you to imagine that those gates are right in front of you, like those doors up there. And that you're going to send your mind right through those doors. You try doing it like this. You bend your knees and then you bow so that your head is going forward. And then you stand up. Are you ready to try this with me? Let's all stand up. I'm going to do a little demonstration with you, right? We're going to send our mind right through those doors. Here we go. We're going to bend our knees and then bow. And there we go. And that's what we do on the prayer Baruch Hu. Now, I'm going to do it on the first line, and you can do it on the second line. Yai, la, 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 la. La, 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 la. Yai, la, 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 la. Yai, la, 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 yai, la, 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 la. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach. Baruch Adonai Hamivorach, Hamivorach Leolam Vaed. Hamivorach, Hamivorach Leolam Vaed. You can have a seat. When God made the world, this is a story song. God made it full of light, the sun to shine by day, the moon and stars by night. God made it full of life, lilies, oaks, and trout, tigers and bears, sparrows, hawks, and apes. Now that's the first part of the story. You sing it with me. Are you ready? Here we go. We're going to do it together. When God made the world, God made it full of light, the sun to shine by day, the moon and stars by night. God made it full of life, lilies, oaks, and trout, tigers and bears, sparrows, hawks, and apes. And God took clay from earth's four corners to give it the breath of life. And God said, "This is very good. This is very good. Man, woman, and child, all are good. This is very good. This is very good. Man, woman, and child, all are good. Man, woman, and child resemble God." So to resemble something means to look like something. But how can you look like God? I mean, God doesn't really look like anything. So here's how we say we resemble God. Like God we love, like God we think, like God we care. You do that with me. Like God. Like God we love, like God we think, like God we care. This is very good. This is very good. This is very good. Man, woman, and child, all are good. This is very good. This is very good. Man, woman, and child, all are good. Man, woman, and child resemble God. Would you turn the page, please, and tell me, do you see a number on the next page? What's the, no, I don't mean the number, the little tiny number, and a great big number. Is there a great big number on that page? What number do you see on that page? One. There's just one of you. There's just one of you. That's all there is. There's nobody else quite like you. We say that God is one. That's the one thing inside each of us that makes each of us unique, special, one of a kind. That thing that makes each of us one of a kind. That oneness inside you, that's God. So we're going to sing that together. Shema. Are you ready? We'll put that up a little bit here. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Long ago, our ancestors once were slaves in Egypt, and God set our ancestors free. They were free the moment they passed through the sea. You'll see a picture of a sea with the waters parting. This is the song that we sang when we passed through the sea. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norah tehilot, osei velem, osei velem. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, norah tehilot, osei velem, osei velem. Last time. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh. I think that when some people went through the water, they got a little wet and it bugged them a little bit, don't you think? Yeah. Turn the page over and you'll see a child. Maybe she's a little girl. She's got some parents there. Looks like she's trying to hug her parents, I think. Well, we always say that our parents are the way that we first connect with God. I'm going to ask you to stand up for this prayer. And parents, we're going to read this together in the Hebrew and then in the English. Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu. Praised be our God, the God of our fathers and our mothers, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah. Those were our first parents, our great-great-great-great-great-grandparents, if you could go back far enough. Do you see on the next page there's some holding hands? Now, children, this is the time to really give your parents a hug so that your parents could give you a blessing. And parents, I'm going to say this blessing for children with you. I, when my children lived at home, said this blessing for my children every Friday night. You could do the same. Ready? We're going to read it in Hebrew and English. Kids, give your parents a hug so they can give you a blessing. Here goes. I'm going to take it slow. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha vichuneka. May God look kindly upon you and be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God reach out to you in tenderness and give you peace. How about a kiss for your parents? Nice squeeze. Have a seat. Speaking of peace, turn that page over and see a dove. Here goes. Song of peace. Sim, 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 shalom. Sim, 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 shalom. Sim, 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 shalom. Tova uveracha. Let's do it again. Sim, 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 shalom. Sim, 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 shalom. Sim, 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 shalom. Tova uveracha. Lai dai dai, yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Yai dai 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 dai. Sim, 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 shalom. Sim, 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 shalom. Sim, 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 shalom. Tova uveracha. Well, it's time for our Torah parade, and I think we're going to have to get the Torahs out. I forgot to get our Torahs out. We're going to do a Torah parade and then hear a story from the Torah that our teacher Judith is going to teach to us. And I wonder, when we take the Torahs out, I wonder, Harry, would you carry the big Torah? And everybody can follow Moreh Harry around the sanctuary while he carries the big Torah, and you could carry a small Torah. I'm going to move this out of the way. Judith, I forgot to bring our box of Torahs out. I'm going to have to get them. Yeah. Whoops. Here we go. They're in here. I'll get them. Whoa. All right. Ah, there they are. Here come the plush Torahs. Now, when we open up the ark, it's customary for everybody to stand, and we're going to sing. So while we're singing, if you would like to carry one of these Torahs, we will hand them out to you, and then carry it and follow the big Torah that, Harry, can you wave your hand so everybody can see you? Moreh Harry is going to carry that Torah around the sanctuary. You follow him one lap around and bring that back up, and then we'll put our plush Torahs away. So come, if you want to carry a Torah, you line up right here, and we'll give you one to carry. And we're all going to sing while we open the ark and take the Torah out. You get your pick. Here goes. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Follow the big Torah. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva Lanu Moshe. After you've put your Torah back, you can have a seat on these carpet squares up front. Torah, 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 Tziva Lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva Lanu Moshe. Yeah. Judith, would you like a big person's chair? Yes. Okay. Online as well, pardon me, Geffen.
Boker Tov. Good morning, everybody. You'll turn on? Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Shalom. Boker Tov, everybody. Today's Torah portion is called Shoftim, which means judges. Wiggle your fingers if you know what a judge is, if you've heard that word. Well, a judge helps people when they have fights. When we have fights over something like who something belongs to or who is right or wrong, sometimes people take it to court. Yeah, they take it to court. And here is King David coming into court. For 1 minute, stand for King David. He's about to come into the court. Stand for the king. Stand for the king. Thank you. Oh, I'm very honored. You can sit down now because I'm about to sit down. Let's see. What case do we have before us? Says stolen lamb. Okay, well, the people arguing over a stolen lamb, please come forward. You grab it, just any way you want. Shepherd. And let's get our boy. And let's go. Yeah, we have some women, and they're going to introduce things. I came to court to hear King Solomon make a judgment today about a stolen lamb. The kid says the lamb belongs to him. The shepherd says the kid stole it. Who do you think King Solomon will think is right? Let's sit down and watch and see how King Solomon settles this case. Yeah, let's see. Who is the one accusing the kid of stealing the lamb? That's me, King Solomon. That's me. You see my shepherd here? I have lots of lambs. Look up in the hill over there. Do you see? I have 650 lambs. And I have 3 shepherds who work very hard, Your Honor. Turn him towards me. 3 shepherds. And they said that this child came up to the hill and grabbed that lamb. Do you have the lamb here? I do have the lamb here. I took it back. That silly kid says this lamb belongs to him. It's one of our 651 lambs. Oh, we got 651 now. That's great. Yes, and he went right up to the lambs in the field, and he grabbed it, and he called it Gedi, and said, Gedi, come home with me. And he walked off with the lamb, and I said, stop, you're stealing my lamb. Well, I'm glad you stopped him. You see, Your Honor, and he insists that the lamb is his. He screams at us. He comes every day to take that lamb back, saying it's his lamb. And you saw him do this, huh? Okay, we're going to switch. And what do you have to say about this? Watch this. Gedi is my lamb. If I say, Gedi, Gedi, Gadi comes right to me, see? It's my lamb. He went right off. I think he wanted to be with the other lambs in the field up on the hill. He was maybe a little lonely. I was gone and he left the yard. But Gadi is my lamb. Nonsense. If I say, Gadi, Gadi, he comes right to me too. That's because my lamb knows his name. Gadi, come here. See, he likes me, and he's mine. How do we decide this? The kid says Gadi is his, and Gadi seems to know the boy very well. But he goes up onto that hill and plays with the lambs. So maybe he just thinks the lamb is his. On the other hand, that guy has 600, what did you say, 51 sheep? Does he really need that lamb? King Solomon, why don't you just give it to the kid? That guy has so many lambs. He doesn't need one more. Oh, today's Torah portion is Shoftim, and it says, Tzedek, justice, justice. It shall be different for the rich, and it shouldn't be different for the poor. A judge doesn't take a gift or a bribe. A judge doesn't favor the rich over the poor, and the judge doesn't favor the poor over the rich. I have to figure out whose lamb that is, even if he has plenty of lambs. How am I going to do this? This is a very difficult question. Do you have any ideas out there? I only have one. Gadi, Gadi! Oh, that lamb sure knows his name. I've got an idea. We've got to take that lamb and we'll make him a lamb roast. And everybody can enjoy the meat. It'll be delicious. The kid's family gets half, and the rich family gets half. Does that seem fair? No. That lamb should be used for wool. That's what he does with all his other lambs in the kill. He doesn't hurt them. He uses them to get wool, and I don't want this killed. Give the rich man my lamb. Aha, I now know whose lamb that is. That lamb belongs to the child. He did not want it hurt. He's willing to give up his lamb to see it live happy in the hill with the other lambs. I know it's his lamb. Gadi, take your lamb home. Oh, look what's coming. What's coming? Our lost lamb. That's the lamb we're missing. That's our Gadi. And that is our Torah story for today. If you are sick, I'm going to invite you all to get up and to tiptoe back to your parents for the rest of our service. We're going to collect the carpet squares and clean up this area.
Hey, parents and those watching online, we have a few announcements for you about upcoming early childhood events. So Allison Friedman's our co-chair for early childhood.
All right. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you to Rabbi Milder and Judith for leading us today, and thank you to Jason, our tech expert, for live streaming the service. And thank you to our teens, of course, for helping in the kitchen and making the kiddish luncheon today, and for the Contra Costa JCC making the lunch possible through funding. We are still hosting roundtables for parents of kids ages 8 and under regarding possible preschool expansion. If you have not participated, please consider joining tomorrow at 1 p.m. Find me after the service and I can send you the invitation. Upcoming kids events will include Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur family services at 2:30 on those days, Tot Sukkot on October 19th, and our future Torah time services will be on November 2nd and February 1st. For details on all of the other upcoming programs, please see the Once Around and on the website. Shabbat Shalom.
Couple of announcements just regarding what kids can do after the service and during the food time. There's a little table, a blue table with some worksheets. They're welcome to take and color on either side of the sheet they want. There have a little information about the Torah portion of today's Shof team. If you have slightly older kids, this isn't really a preschool book, although there's nothing inappropriate about it. There's a lovely story about a shofet, one we know, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And if your kids are in first or second or third or fourth grade, it's one of my favorite books that's just been published. And I welcome you to come and explore it, or the other Shabbat books that I put on the small table. And kitchen helpers, it's time we can start bringing out food.
We're going to conclude our service in the back page of that prayer book. Could you turn to the back page and you'll see our closing song. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Thank you for being here. Shabbat shalom. And I think we'll say a motzi so that we can enjoy our food. Parents, will you please get the food for your children instead of having them come up to the table? Will you please put a plate together for them? Let's do motzi together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon. Shabbat shalom.